Hello and welcome back to the new Eriador server. Now today, after being away for a little while, I'm back at the base and I've done a little bit of work around here between episodes, so I hope you like what you see. So I'm just going to show you around a little bit. So first things first, I've changed where everything gets dealt with. So I've no longer got the big drop chute going down. I've got this little water chute coming across here. And everything gets filtered into this little entity cramming area. And as you can see, I'm getting XP down there from the pigmen. So this was the plan in the very beginning, to make sure that I got the XP from the pigmen, so that I could just AFK here and get some nice XP. And that is actually finally working now. I need a better way to aggro the pigmen though. The single snowman isn't quite doing his job. So, yeah. See, these guys should just be running off here all the time, completely aggro. So what I'm probably going to do is put up another snowman over on that side. Now, coming over this way, let's jump off and hope I've got my wings on. Yes, I do. I'm just going to fly out a little bit so you get a bit of a view coming back in. Look at that, I finished off the other particle beam. And it looks so much cleaner without the thing in the middle. And I moved my beacons around. So I've got my 4 beacons going right in the middle, going all the way up. Oh, why don't I have rockets in my hand? Go on, quick, 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 quick. There. So I think that's looking a lot better. If I go down to the ground and we'll have a little look upwards. Ouch. Now the thing is, I've also added some light into these beams, so there's sea lanterns throughout all of that. So at night time that looks absolutely brilliant. In my opinion, I think that looks fantastic anyway. So what are we doing today? That's the main question. I've shown you what I've updated, what I've changed. I've changed a few things up there. Today we're going to be working on the storage system. Now that is what I went to build the witch farm for in the first place, because my storage is a complete mess. Let's go down below and have a look at some of it. So yeah, I've got chests all over the place down here, and I've got chests all over the place up there. And basically, I want to abandon this area. I don't want this to be part of my base anymore. This is just the area that I got organised so that I could get started up. And this is where I found the slime chunk, and I want to do something a bit nice with that. Basically, I want to make this completely defunct. This is like my hole in the ground that I want to fill in and forget about. Look at all that slime. That has been absolutely brilliant. 1 golem, lots of slime, no problems. So that's what we're doing today, guys. We're going to organise some storage and we're going to clear out this area here. I'm going to take everything away. I'm probably going to move the enchanting area up to the top where I'm getting the XP grinder now. And, you know, just generally clean everything up down here. Right, so I'm going to go get some things together and we'll be back in a moment. Okay, so I've done a little bit of work. I've got a few materials together and got my redstone and stuff in hand. Oh, look at this lot. Excellent. This is all iron and gold for me. This is great. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to build up on each side 2 modules, and this is going to be of the Gnembon MC design. And this is low lag. I'm not going to say lag free because it isn't. Nothing's lag free. If you move in this game, it's still going to cause lag. So this is lag friendly as a design. So that means it's going to not have much of an impact on the FPS and the TPS and whatever around this area. So it should be good. So this is what I'm doing. I'm just going to build up a little area down here to place down some redstone. And I'm going to be working from the world download. And I've got a nice idea for what I can do down there. So I'm going to get on and do a little bit more and we'll be back in a moment. Okay, so I've laid out the basic redstone here, and I thought it'd look really cool if I put the actual redstone directly on top of lamps, redstone lamps. So whilst this is working, this is going to be lighting up and all sorts of things. Now, a little bit earlier I said this is going to be lag friendly. I've probably just completely broken that. This is going to be very laggy. It's going to produce loads of lighting updates and all sorts of stuff, but it's going to look really cool. So I'm going to give it a try, and if I have a problem, I'll light up around this area with a few sea lanterns. So they'll reduce the number of lighting updates and all that kind of thing, hopefully. So that is stage 1 done. I'm going to move on to the next stage, which is basically crafting more hoppers than you can imagine. So yeah, we'll be back in a moment. This is stage 2 of the design, all finished now. So I've got the redstone laid out, I've got a lot of droppers in place and a lot of hoppers in place. Now the items are going to get pushed up the back here through the droppers and come across the front in a load of hoppers, and then they're going to get flowed back around so that they keep circling and circling and circling until they find the home. And there's going to be a lot of redstone going on in between here. So on to stage 3. Right, there we go. That is stage 3. And we've got a lot of hoppers in there, top and bottom. We've got a load of droppers over the top. And you might notice there's a special pattern. Let's see. Yeah, here it is. So from this side, these hoppers are facing into that direction, and underneath, which I can't show you, they're sort of facing in the other direction. So it's a special pattern. The item's going to get moved around in a very special way, and to me this is absolute magic. I've got no idea. So I'm just following the world download here, guys, and hoping for the best. But the next step is going to be a lot of redstone in the middle here, and it is going to be extremely tight. There is going to be no space in there at all for much movement anyway. So I'm going to get on and do that. We're going to lay all that out, and then maybe we're going to have a test. But first, I just thought I'd show you this area behind me. Between cuts, I actually had a little bit of time to do some work in here, and I'm going to completely relay this out. I'm going to change everything in there. And hopefully it's going to look a lot nicer, and I'm going to have the golems getting washed forward to this end and going down underneath, but I'm going to work on that between the episodes. But that's just a thing that I had worked on, and I knew that you might notice it, so I thought I'd best mention it. This is just a thing. Okay, so back on to finishing off this storage. Okay, so that is it, pretty much done. Now let's come downside here and have a look inside. You can see all of this really tight redstone that's going on in there. I don't think there's a single piece of redstone dust in this, so the lag is going to be absolutely brilliant. There's not going to be any real problems with the lag or weird updates. And there's plenty of lighting in there as well, so there shouldn't get any lighting updates. This should not cause any problems. Now, I've given it a quick test. So I know this is working, so I'm not going to have any surprises. So let's see, this is my input chest. If let's just put in some chests in places. Now the idea is that, actually let's take that one away and put it in a proper position so that I don't end up just moving them all the time. So I'm going to have double chests like this facing forward. And I should be able to access everything from here. I'm going to get 3 layers high. And the idea is that you fill up your chests, or you fill all the slots in the chests with things like this. So there we go. I've filled up all the slots in those chests, just there like that. And I'm going to dump in all of these little items in the corner here. Okay, so I'm going to put those straight into there. Now the blue glass hasn't got a chest to go into, and that means that it should just carry on through and come through to the output chest. The unsorted stuff goes down there. So this is going to sort out all of my stackable items for me. All of the unstackable items I'm going to have to do something else with, and also things like the beetroot I'm going to have to go for storage silos. So what I'm going to have is I'm going to have an input chest there, and I'm going to have an output chest over there. And I'm going to have this working on one side, and then I'm going to have another one working on the other, and then I'm going to have some storage silos right here for the really big bulky stuff. Because I've got a lot of poppies, I'm hoping to have a lot of iron. At the moment I don't have a huge amount, I've been using loads of it, but you can see how much iron just went into this. Just at a glance you get an idea of how much iron is in there. So I'm going to have a lot of crops as well, so I'm going to need quite a lot of storage out the back here for bulk items. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to let this filter for a few minutes, and then when this is all stopped flashing and it's stopped doing what it's doing, let's just go up and have a listen. There was an occasional click. I wonder if that's because I put these in here. Could be this is getting powered. Whoops. Oh, that wasn't very clever of me. I forgot that the hoppers would pull them out. Okay, well that's going to be another item that should turn up at the end here. So it's going to do all of the sorting for me. My beetroot are getting placed in with the beetroot. All of those are getting sorted into the right place. This is lovely, and anything it can't sort comes out there. So I'm going to let that run for a few moments, and then we'll have a look, and then I might have a go at putting in some chests and sorting all of my items so that I can just dump my inventory into there, and it's all going to get sorted out. And then I need to add some more, of course, but you know, that's something in the not too distant future. Right, that is all of my stuff in one place, and this is going to take ages to actually sort through all of this because I've got quite a lot of stuff. So what I've been doing is I put all the chests out here and I organised a few things. So if we have a look in here, I've got all my redstone, and basically when the item comes by, it'll get pushed into this one if it exists in this chest. So I've been organising all of these, and some of them I can't believe how much obsidian I've got. I'm actually really surprised, but it's really good to get everything in one place. It's been really difficult finding things. So I'm going to let this filter through. These last 9 chests I've left empty. So basically if it finds a spot over there, then it's going to get put in there, and if it doesn't, it's going to make it over to here. Now, when this starts to fill up, I can start thinking about how I'm going to redistribute my items and reorganize them so that they're in logical places, really, because as you can see here, I've got more dirt. That means that the chest that I've got with dirt in is already full. So maybe what I need to do is think about having that as just a bulk storage thing. Move that over into the bulk storage. Same with the cobble. The iron, yeah, sometimes it misses things because some of these chests are trapped. So if I open a trap chest, then it gets a little bit confused, but that's not a big problem. Basically, the idea is once I've got this set up and all of the filters done and all of the items in the right places, I shouldn't really need to worry about it. I just put my items in over here and then just walk away from it. Leave it to do its thing. But let's have a look in these. These are all full of things that I picked up from down below. So yeah, I think I'm going to leave that one there for now. But in between episodes, I'm going to work on getting another one of these set up over here on this side. And I'm going to get the iron farm spawning pads back in place. Because like I said, I took all those out to reorganize this a little bit and make it a little bit more logical. So hopefully there'll be a few things finished here for the next episode. And actually, let's just jump all the way down to the bottom again. Actually, I could just go this way. This might actually be a little bit easier, I think, if I can. There we go. So this is going to take us all the way down to the bottom, and then we'll have a look at the area where I had all the chests a little earlier. So just through here and down. Right, here we go. So all the chests that I had lined up there have all gone up. I've moved my enchanting area up there as well. I've moved away my furnace array, which kind of leads me to think I need to think of doing a new furnace array. But I'm not going to do that immediately because I don't really use furnaces that much at all. Most of the things I get are ready done, like my iron, that's ready prepared, gold is ready prepared. I don't need to furnace or, you know, smelt too many things. I grabbed all of my slime from here. I've only got a few chests over at the witch farm, and they need bringing back over and putting into the system. But like I say, I'm basically going to AFK around here for quite a long time, let everything get filtered through, and then start thinking about how I'm going to reorganize everything. Okay, so I've got a lot of things to do between episodes. Now, the biggest thing that I'm going to do between episodes is I'm going to get the silos organized over here. So I'm going to have some bulk storage silos off in that direction. So essentially, I'm going to have items coming up from here, going into the second one of those that I'm going to put on this side. And then they're going to go through here, maybe get sorted here, but if they don't get sorted here, they're going to go through the silos, and then they're going to go to this for the final sorting. And hopefully that is going to cover absolutely everything. I'm going to do some calculations and try and work out how many items there are in the game and how much space I need for each one, approximately. So, there we go. So there we are, guys. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode. I think it's a little bit shorter than usual, but there's quite a few things that I got done here which, you know, you didn't have to watch me going back and forth and collecting all of my stuff from all over the place, or just putting out chests. So, a little bit shorter than usual, but I hope you still enjoyed it. If you did, please do leave a like, and if you want to see some more like this, drop me a subscribe. And again, if you've got any questions for me, drop me a comment down below. and hopefully we'll see you again soon. Goodbye.